I say we are proud. I'm proud of the team of what they've done so far, but we need to kick on and just keep going and going and going. Otherwise, I think if you're not learning and developing in this industry, you may as well get out.
Because I'm not sure about the clients that you have, but have you got people in like the football league or like the conference league or any of the leagues like below that you think, oh yeah, I think they've got it in them to get to like League One or League Two or the Championship or even the Premier League? Like, do you have that kind of mindset with your players as well, that they can get to the next step and they can get further as well?
Yeah. So when we do like client presentations, like I touched upon, where we'll sit down as a team. So there might be me, Liam, Matty, Alfie, and a few others from the scouting team and things like that. We mix up who's on the meetings. We set out 2-year plans, and what we say to them is that we are realistic. Like, if you're at a step 4 team, we're not going to say, all right, you're going to be in the Premier League in the next 2 years, because it's not. It's just not realistic. I think that's a sign of some bad agents or agencies where they say, oh, you're going to be there in 2 years, when they're maybe not to that standard yet.
That's
So
more just greed talking, I'd imagine, as an
yeah,
agent.
they want the dream as much as the player, but we're like, look, we'd love to have you in the Premier League. Like, who wouldn't want a client in the Premier League, or who wouldn't want to be playing in it? But so each client, we're realistic, right? We do like a full report, and we say, right, this is the level they're at now, what we think based on the footage and what we've watched them live. This is where we see you in 2 years, and we just try and make sure we're ticking off our little goals we set, and then within the 2 years we get them there. But like I said, there's a few of the lads, lads signed. I don't know if you've seen Ties at Hungerford. He's playing there for this season. There's a few of the other lads. Reese, he's a young lad who's at Farsley at the minute. I think we're trying to push him on higher because he's only a young lad. And a few of the others, they're at clubs at the minute. It's just trying to make sure, right, we'll get you. You settled there, you're happy there, but let's try and get you, to the club we said within 2 years, or the league we said.
Yeah, it must be crazy because you've got a lot of people that are not really wanting you to succeed as well. To put it bluntly, because like you said, there's loads of agents out there, loads of people who don't want Intersport management to succeed because they're as hungry as you, some hungrier, some kind of want to get you out of the picture. Yeah, a lot of bitter people, I'd imagine. Like, they'll be like, oh, "Damn, you got a client that we thought we could have got," or little things like that. But it's one of those things that you kind of got to deal with, and like you said, have a thicker skin and have a strong back on you, because you really don't want to go about your business in a bad way of thinking, oh yeah, you know what, my players, they may not be good, but we're not going to get rid of them, or we're not going to try and just escape or lose interest in them, basically, because that happens in agencies as well, and it's crazy how much you kind of learn in the football industry. Like, I've not got nothing to do with agencies, but it's just learning from doing this podcast and learning from talking to agents. It's like that, so it must be a lot harder for you being in that industry. By the way, you mentioned video footage. You need to watch our video footage of our GoPro football that we play every Friday night. So you need to see if there's any talent you can get there for like semi-professional or football ones. But sorry, Ryan, I was going to ask you about how it must be kind of dealing against difficult agents and difficult clients, and how you want to kind of be loyal to them as well. So how would you kind of find that in those kind of areas as well, like you said, in the lower kind of leagues?
Fortunately, we've had instances where with other agencies, or if the club scouts or something, where they may badmouth us and stuff. But like you say, we're going to get that. I think we're not to the level we want to be. We're on track, and it is what it is. Like, if people want to badmouth what we do, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Mm-hmm. I know the rest of the team won't lose sleep over it. Like, we're happy to keep doing what we're doing. Everything's done in a professional manner. Everything's licensed. We offer stuff other people don't offer. So, they can badmouth us or, compete with us all they want. At some point, we'll take over them, and just the way it is. And clients, fortunately, we've got a great set of lads in our client list on the UK side. Not really had any issues with them. We're always honest and open and say, look, as long as we're getting you trials and making sure we check up on you every day or every few days. Each client has an assigned agent anyway, And each agent doesn't really. I think based whatever their experience or level is, we say you have up to 8 clients max. Otherwise, we don't want clients then thinking, oh, I ain't spoke to my agent in 4 weeks, because again, it's not good, and that's when you start to get friction. So we've sort of laid out a plan where it's like, we don't want any client thinking, oh, they're not doing anything for me, they're not doing what I expected when I signed. So I think we've sort of got that addressed, and hopefully never have to really encounter that. But like you said, mate, there's going to be bitter people in the industry who will look at us and think, I think one instance with the trial ID days, people are like, oh, this ain't going to work, blah, blah, blah. But then, you look at our stats from the summer events, there was 99 player requests. I think about 30 lads went on trial. We had over 4,000 views on our stream. We've done something right. And then we got 7 new clients in on the UK side. It is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep. I'm not going to badmouth them or anything. It's just the nature of the beast.
I would imagine that people being bitter and complaining about you in front of you or behind your back would be more of a compliment in the agency business as well. It'd be something that they are kind of afraid of you, kind of like how Ben Stiller was afraid of Owen Wilson in Zoolander, a film I've only watched recently as well, so I've never seen that before, besides last week, I think it was on Netflix. But it must be something like that, would you imagine? Like they're just kind of afraid of the new guys on the block, basically, and they're kind of afraid of doing things differently, because they're like, oh yeah, we could have done that years ago, but we didn't think about it, or we didn't have the initiative to try it. And like you just said, you've got so many things going for you. The talent ID, getting 4,000 views, getting people signed up for trials must be ridiculously. You must be ridiculously proud of that. Surely you must be, right?
Oh yeah, I'm proud. But we need to go higher next time.
Definitely.
I think that's the mentality I've got. A lot of I think all our team have is, right, this is the bar, raise it. Like, we're not gonna. This is obviously where the innovation comes in. What we do is we don't want to become stagnated and still. We're always looking at new ideas. Like our graphic design team and social media team are thinking, right, what can we do better next time? Like, we've got this template for an announcement, or we've done a client interview. How can we make that better for the next client interview? Or, like footage we create as well for our lads, or things on the website we do for them. Like, it was like, right, it needs to look better next time. It needs to be, more refreshed. I think that's one thing, I say we are proud. I'm proud of the team of what they've done so far, but we need to kick on and just keep going and going and going. Otherwise, I think if you're not learning and developing in this industry, you may as well get out, because you become stale, you become boring, and you do the same thing over and over. Like, you're not gonna grow as as a person or as a company. There's just no point doing it.
Yeah, you can't be resting on your laurels in this industry, and that's something that that's made very clear as well.